Hey guys, welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I am a doctor of
Welcome.
medicine. If you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Archonia, where we have two shows. On Friday nights, we play ongoing campaigns set in the world of Archonia using multiple different systems, the main one being Worlds Without Number, although this week we'll be doing a one-shot in Merkborg. And then tonight's show, Tales from the Backlog, is where we try out lots of different games with a rotating cast of players. And tonight's game is Call of Cthulhu, which Alan will be our keeper for. So, Alan, tell us what we're doing. Introduce the game a little bit, if you would.
Sure. So we're going to be coming back to Call of Cthulhu. This is going to be a continuation of what went down during Archonia Fest, which was the Necropolis adventure. Some adventurers were able to survive that night, and one of them is returning tonight. Star. But before we get into all that, this setting is going to be hardcore. So if you're squeamish or anything when it comes to horror or arcane horror, please, you might need to step out for this one. But it's going to be a good time. Before I start completely, I want to go around and just introduce everyone's characters. Just tell me your character's name, the occupation, and stuff like that. Let's start with let's start with Yuri.
Hello, my name is Melissa DeVries. I am a scientist, age 31.
Nice.
I am an rationalist, and I consider belief in the supernatural to be naive at best, fraudulent and delusional at the worst.
Awesome. And now Jackie.
Oh yeah, I'm Jackie. I'm a handyman and work at the university, cleaning up janitor stuff. Sometimes I do a little bit on the side for the students who are in a jam, or sometimes the professors too. I believe in live and let live. If you see something weird, you know what? Whatever. If you don't, okay. My gramps said he saw something weird. They put him in the asylum. I don't know. I miss him. I try to see him as much as I can. I got my toolbox from him, and I keep that as close as I can to me at all times.
Awesome. And how old is Jackie?
Jackie, I am 25.
25. Okay. And I think you said to me you wanted. Is Jackie a woman or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Handy woman.
Handy woman. Yeah.
Handy woman.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Dr. John, you mind going?
Yeah. My name is Dr. John Lucas. I am a physician. I work for many different organizations, including the university, sometimes the U.S. government. I am known around New York, I would like to think, as a responsible and skilled healer of patients. And I love my car.
What do you name your car?
It doesn't have a name, but I bought it with my doctor money. As soon as I had enough money for a car, it was like one of the first things I bought after becoming a doctor.
What kind of car is it?
It is a Buick 121.
Nice. Very fancy.
Yeah,
Very fancy.
that makes sense.
All right. Star, or full name is Steropus?
It's Steropes, Star Atlas. Steropes is actually one of the 7 sister star constellations.
Okay.
My father was very much into astronomy, and all my 6 other sisters have the names of the constellations, and I got Steropes, so everybody calls me Star. I am an archaeologist. I was born in Italy. My dad was very wealthy. We never really knew what he did for a living, but he took care of us on our own little island. We were raised by a nanny. I was on the expedition in Egypt. I did survive. I tried to claim that as a discovery, but things had gone wrong during that.
I'll actually take her. I'll take it from there.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a little flashback. So after the events of Egypt, Star has been having some ups and downs. She has been moving up in the archaeology community, but there's been a very big mixed perception of what happened that night. Some people, actually most people, think that Star may have had false findings during that night, and some people think that she and her colleagues actually destroyed stuff on purpose because no creature was found that night, even though from the people who were there who survived, Alistair and also Lois, no creature was found, and the body of Bob McMahon was also not found. So,
What?
some people even call her a murderer because there was no found body. But through all this, through the past several months, you've been gaining notoriety and you've been becoming more infamous. And then one day, you caught the eye of Joffrey Leeds. Joffrey Leeds, and he's the chairman of the board of Regents, yeah, for the Field Museum of Natural History. This is a very big deal. This is like the biggest museum in the known USA. And he called you in a couple days ago, and he had a word with you. So we're gonna flash back to this scene of you talking to him privately in his office.
All right.
Yeah, it's not at the museum, but it's in his personal office, off-site.
Okay.
And he has bodyguards outside. It's very it's a very important place. Now it takes a long time to get a meeting with him, months, but he called you personally. So
yeah, and I'm pretty shocked. Yes.
So you come into his office and he's sitting there. He's a very kind of tall man, very expensive suit, glasses. And he says, Miss Atlas, please take a seat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. It seems a little unusual that you called me in, especially considering your just considering that you are a busy man. I was surprised to receive your telegram.
You're very considerate, Miss Atlas. I am quite busy, but I'm kind of in urgent need of some help. But first, I want to ask you some things.
Okay.
How are you holding up? I heard you had quite a trial last year during that expedition in Egypt.
Well, I still suffer a few nightmares from the experience. I am struggling with the rumors. Still, I will make this very clear, I did not kill my bodyguard. We were attacked by a monster.
He kind of stops you right there and he says, This was Bob McMahon, wasn't it?
It was. He was my bodyguard, indeed.
And he kind of folds his arms and he looks you in the face. And he says, "What happened to him that night?"
Well, I don't even know if I want to talk about it because every time I've mentioned it, everybody has called me a liar or a murderer. But if you will promise to keep an open mind, I will explain what truly happened.
Well, he kind of unfolds his arms and he says, "I've done a lot of expeditions in my time too, so I have seen some strange things. But this monster you spoke of, was this an animal or?"
I never saw the thing. I heard it. I heard the screams. I saw the destruction. But I'm not as brave as the rest of them, so I ran.
You ran.
I hid from this monster, but it did attack and it did kill Ed McMahon.
And he's looking, and as he's talking to you, he's looking at a report in his hands, and he says, "But this McMahon, his body was not recovered. What happened to his body, Star?"
I think he was devoured by the creature. This thing was massive. Have you ever been in an Egyptian tomb?
Many times.
It filled that room. It was to the ceiling.
Now, Star, this is a little hard to believe because we did not recover any animal-like creature.
It just disappeared. This is why nobody believes me. This is why it's hard to talk about, because this creature that affected me and my comrades and killed my bodyguard disappeared, and it disappeared with the body of McMahon.
What do you say of the people who say that you and your fellow compatriots destroyed artifacts on purpose and blamed it on this monster?
I would never. I am an archaeologist. This is my life. I would never, ever destroy artifacts. Yes, you know that I have been collecting artifacts and turning them into museums to be preserved. I would never. What would I gain by falsifying any of it? In fact, I actually lost this discovery. This was a huge discovery for me, and this could have put me on the map. And it all went wrong. And why would I do that to myself, my career, my bodyguard, my comrades? Why would someone do that? They would have to be insane and have no future.
You see him open up a very expensive bottle of whiskey, and he pours a glass, and then he offers you a glass, just kind of like a gesture.
Yes, please. I would love one.
He pours another one.
I down it,
and he gives it to you. He kind of nurses his, and he says,
I down it and put it back on the desk. With a shaky hand, I said, "This is really hard for me to talk about."
He kind of folds his hands and he says to you, "Your other compatriots, Lois and Alistair, I tried calling them before meeting you, but there was no response."
I honestly haven't kept touch after the incident and the rumors and everything else, and I didn't want to bring up the trauma. And what do I say? It's hard to believe even for myself what happened, let alone keep bringing it up. I have nightmares of the incident, like I told you. I don't want to traumatize my comrades any more than we've already been.
He kind of takes another sip and he says, "Well, Miss Starr, I know you've been through a lot from what it seems, but I do require some help. And
What
maybe
kind of-
you can help me out.
I can try. What are you seeking? What is happening here?
Have you heard of the man Samuel Norris?
I don't believe I have.
He's a very up-and-coming archaeologist.
Okay.
He's actually been heading an expedition in Mongolia, in the Gobi Desert.
Mongolia. That's interesting.
Yes. About July of last year, another one of our compatriots, Roy Kamen, he discovered a fossilized egg, dinosaur egg, in the Gobi Desert.
Wow, that's incredible. I would love to see that.
Unfortunately, getting this egg out of China has kind of soured relationships with us and them.
I can
As
see
you
that happen, yes.
as you know, right now China is in the middle of a civil war.
Correct.
There's many warlords fighting for power over there. We tried calling for Norris to come back, but he said he was in the midst of an incredible discovery. And he sent some artifacts to us. But I fear that these are false findings. And he's gonna give you a couple photographs. I'm gonna send this to Steve and also to you guys in the chat. Hold on.
Which chat?
Discord.
Yeah, Discord, yeah. Let me put it in Discord right here. So show handout one, handout A, B, and C, Steve.
All right, this is A. B. C is not here yet. Oh, there it is.
What do you think of these fossils, Miss Atlas?
Are they real? Have you had them tested? Could this possibly be the monster that attacked me in Egypt?
Many of my scientists who have been working on this cannot believe these artifacts. A lot of them think these are falsified artifacts made by Norris in some way. But I think these might be real. And he kind of gets close to you when he says this. He's like whispering it to you.
Well, because of my experience, I would never disregard any findings. From what I experienced in Egypt, I mean, anything is possible. I would never disregard them as anything but what he says they are. I don't know him. But as an up-and-coming archaeologist myself, I know that I would rather find traditional Egyptian tombs than a monster. So I don't believe that he would falsify, because that could would ruin his career if he falsified these objects.
He taps on the handout B, the one with the skull. And he says, there's no way a raptor like this would have this many horns. And look at the eye sockets. Very unusual. What do you make of this?
You know, there are thousands of things undiscovered. I would be overjoyed to see these in person, to evaluate them, and possibly even go to where these objects were found.
Well, I have news for you. I am giving you the opportunity to go to this site and talk to Norris.
Really? I would
Yes.
love to do that, but I would need to gather a team.
Yes. But I am also giving you this. He hands you a letter. Let's see. Let me make sure this is going to Steve. Boop, boop. And he also hands you these other 2 pictures. Oh, wait. I have to upload these. Sorry.
Here's the letter.
Okay. So he says to you, this letter is by my scientists and my fellow colleagues. It's a letter of termination for Miss Norris because they believe that these are false findings. And if you go there and you discover that these are false findings, you are to give him this letter and tell him he's terminated and he must leave the premises. I'll put these in the Discord as well.
That would be a very unpleasant experience.
And he shows you handout E, and these are his crew. So you see Norris and Father William, Goldman, Robertson John, and Dr. Renault. This is his main team, and he also has a bunch of graduates with him on the site too.
And then there's these guys.
Yes. These are his graduates.
He has quite the team.
Mm-hmm. He's been out there for quite some time.
What were they looking for?
Well, when Roy Campbell discovered that egg, there was kind of a race to see who could go get there first and start trying to find more fossils.
Of course.
And Mr. Norris, being a competitive type, he kind of went off on his own and went there. But with the government in the Gobi Desert, they cut off all shipments of fossils. But these fossils that came to us were smuggled in by Norris or Norris's connections. So I've tried hailing him through letters any way I could, but there's been no answer for several months. So I need you to gather a team, go to the Gobi Desert, find Norris, and make sure these discoveries are real.
Okay. And give them the letter if they are not.
Yes. You have 3 days before your plane leaves. So you have 3 days to gather your team.
I have a few people in mind.
Your plane will be leaving March 3rd. Oh, sorry. You'll be arriving to the desert March 3rd, 1924. So you'll probably leave March 2nd.
And I am going to need an interpreter because I do not speak Mandarin.
He kind of applauds you for your quick thinking, and he says, "I'm one step ahead of you, Miss Alice. When you arrive at the Gobi Desert, you will be talking to Chang Li, and he will be your liaison on this expedition."
Chang Li. All right.
Chang Li.
I'll pull out my little notebook I keep on me at all times and write down.
Once you meet with Chang Li, him and his potters will guide you to the dig site, which I believe is a 3-day travel in the desert. And once you're there, find Norris.
I will find Norris. Does Norris know that I am coming?
Again, we have lost contact with him, so
Okay.
there's no way he can know.
Is any of his team around?
We assume they're all with him at the dig site.
All right, so they have all disappeared.
Mhm.
All right.
He also goes on to say, make sure when you meet with Chang Li, do not talk about any of these fossils being smuggled into the US.
Oh, of course not.
It is very dangerous. And we don't want any more misunderstandings to happen between us and them.
But if Chang Li is going to be my interpreter, he may discover on his own.
Yes, but do your best to make sure that doesn't happen.
I will do my best.
Cheng Li will also supply you with some items when you arrive. I have instructed him to give you some insurance in case you come across any bandits or troubles in.
Well, I would
the
assume
Gobi Desert.
predators as well, since we are going into the
Yes.
deep of Mongolia.
But yes, if you have any more questions, let me know. But I leave it to you. And please return to me with your findings.
Are our resources, are they unlimited?
He kind of like puts his head and he's like, no. I am paying for your travel
Okay.
and for your supplies once you arrive to Mr. Chang Li, but whatever you bring, that's on your own accord.
Have
I do
you-
recommend to possibly dress for the desert.
Oh, of course. Have you secured us at least lodging our first day?
Mr. Chang Li will help you with that.
Okay. And I do have 3 people in mind that I will be taking with us. With me.
That is perfectly fine. Just make sure they're ready 3 days from now,
Mhm.
and make sure they're briefed on everything.
I will, and it should not be a problem. I trust these people well as best as I can.
And he kind of gets up to you, and before he gestures you to leave, he says, "Do this favor for me, Miss Atlas, and I will personally vouch for you for the rest of the community."
That would be a huge step in my career. And I appreciate that very, very much.
Okay. All right. So he lets you go. So now we can have, if you want, we can have a little scene here or two of you approaching each crew member and telling them about the thing. Or we could just fast forward to the plane trip there. It's up to
Well,
you.
I'm going to say that I meet up with each one of them individually. I tell them a little bit about what's happening, and then we get ready. I don't think we have to do it individually since they all just heard it,
Okay.
Yeah, and this is intended to be a one-shot story with a different story next week, right?
No, this might be longer.
Okay.
Because the only reason I was doing that was if Yuri was not able to make it tonight.
Okay.
But she didn't make it, so it may go longer.
Well, either way, we should go as fast as we can, story-wise.
Sure. But
Yeah.
but do you 3 have any questions before we jump to the Gobi Desert?
Yes. Are we getting paid for our expertise?
Exactly.
Yes. That's another thing that Mr. Leeds told Star, that everyone will be compensated to the amount of $200 a person.
Hey, when does this compensation happen? Prior or after?
Once Mr. Norris has been recovered.
And if he is unrecoverable,
Well, then once you recover as many people as you can, because it's not just him, it's him and his crew, his graduates. So,
Or maybe we will just discover more about these bones, and even if we find that as the discovery and figure out how to get them to the U.S.
Or maybe proof as to what happened to them. Would that maybe be enough?
Yes, but he would need proof. Yes.
Proof, yes.
That, and I warn you that can be difficult because of my experience in Egypt and the lack of proof that I was left with.
Miss Atlas, I'm very much not interested in your previous experience in Egypt. We've all heard the stories. We don't need to hear them again. This time, I will be there myself. And if any monsters climb up from the tombs, well, I will owe you an apology.
I assume that I will be getting that apology.
Really. Do you have any idea how many archaeological expeditions people go on and come back safely without having any monsters attack them?
I do. I've been on many myself. This is the first time I have ever heard of it.
Why do you assume then that I'm going to owe you an apology at the end of this?
Well, do I have the pictures of these bones and things?
Yes.
And I show him I show you the pictures. I show you the letter we're going to give him if he is proved false.
Undiscovered animal species do not constitute monsters, Miss Atlas.
So you say.
Look at these bones here, in this picture here. That's clearly just two arms, but part of one has been placed next to the whole of another.
Clearly. I am just saying this is very suspicious, and because of my experiences and just a gut feeling that I have, I need proof as well. Don't forget, I also need proof that something otherworldly exists.
Jackie,
Otherworldly.
Jackie, Melissa, what do you think about these photos?
Jackie? Or
It's an interesting piece of artistry there.
Indeed.
It'll be a fun trip, and I'll be sure to enjoy the money at the end. And I'll just puff my cigarette and stand off to the side.
Okay.
yes. And as a naturalist, I do find these photographs a bit intriguing, if real. If not, there's nothing that a bit of shoe gum, glue, and leather cannot explain.
Well,
But
I'm
this
hoping that we can see these pieces in person and examine them ourselves. Obviously, a photograph can very easily be altered. I do hope to have some exposure to these artifacts or something similar.
Well, then I'm quite glad then to make it my mission to possibly expose any fraudulent activity on the part of Dr. Norris and his team.
Of course. Of course. Just
All right. And did you do you guys want to, what are you bringing with you on this trip? Because you do have 3 days before you go, so you could make some last minute additions to your sheet.
Okay, the desert, right?
Yep. Gobi Desert in China. Mongolia.
Doesn't matter that I only have $10 on hand, but our
Yeah, I've got
benefactor
$10.
is giving
You-
us money
you-
for equipment, right?
Well, you only have $10 on hand, but you may have stuff at your home or residence that you would like to bring with you, if you can give me a good argument.
Yes. Well, then I will be bringing, of course, my 22 short
Yes.
automatic,
Mhm.
small case containing various scientific equipment, and clothing to suit the climate of a very arid desert area.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be taking my archaeologist bag, of course.
Okay.
This time I will be adding a flashlight.
That's fine. Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the weapon yet, but I do believe that since I am going in the jungle facing the unknown, I think I will pick up a weapon.
You don't have to. Mr. Cheng Li will provide you with some sort of weapon when you.
That would help.
Yeah.
That would also help with customs if he could provide those things.
Because bringing a weapon past
Security.
international line, they won't let you.
So that's what I have right now: my bag, my clothes, my archaeology bag, and a flashlight.
I would like to bring a canteen and a 5-gallon water bag.
That's fine. And Jackie?
Yeah. Well, I'll bring my trusty toolbox. It's got, tools in it. I'll throw my flashlight in there, and I'll dig around in my grandpa's stuff and pull out his desert clothing. He was over there at some point, and a canteen, one of those hats, those round things.
Nice.
Oh yes, I'm also going to bring, of course, with my archaeology bag, canteen.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to the Gobi Desert.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 of us to bring.
Yeah, I'll bring one of those hats that has like a tent flap around the back of it to shade my neck.
Nice.
Right. With the,
Yes,
exactly.
I am as well, but I'm hoping that Cheng Li can provide us with appropriate clothing for the desert.
By the way,
They'll look a little baggy on me, but yeah.
Here's also a map, an old map of the desert. I'll send it to you too, Steve.
Copy.
Boop.
I'm very excited.
Okay, so you guys get all your stuff and you leave on the plane.
Just for one thing, I went also visit my grandfather before I left.
Yeah,
that would be very important to me. But yeah, we don't have to role play that. Just
okay. We will acknowledge that you definitely visited your grandpa, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now, you guys go on your plane. Takes about a day and a half to get to where Cheng Li is, and you arrived in China, near the Gobi Desert. It's the place called Peking, China.
Peking.
I'm so sorry if I can't say it correctly. Peking, China. Yeah, and you guys arrive in a office. Well, actually, you're escorted to a small Spartan office. It's kind of like a tent-up office in the middle of this place, and you see a man in there, very, very like typical kind of like typical kind
Native
of
Mongolian.
Yeah, native Mongolian man, and he has like a mustache and a beard, and he's wearing like these glasses. And as soon as you come in, he's very like polite, and he says, "Oh, Miss Starr, you arrived," and he goes up and he goes to shake your hand right away. And he's like, "Thank you so much for coming. Thank you."
Yes, and these are my companions, Dr. John Lucas, Melissa DeVries, and Jackie Gibson.
He goes to shake every one of your hands one at a time. He's like, "Thank you for coming. And he has a very thick accent, so his English is really not the best, but he's thank you so much. And he says, Miss Atlas, I'm sure the plane ride was Uneventful, correct? Correct.
Yeah, it was, it's as comfortable as they can be these days. We are very, very excited to just, not even rest very much, but get going, depending on the time of day today.
He kind of gets a little close to you and he says, Mr. Leeds told me that we were going to the dig site. Is there a problem at the dig site, Miss Atlas?
Well, we are just looking for a colleague of ours, of Jeffrey's, and not a problem, I don't think. We just our help was requested, so that's why we are here.
Kind of looks at the rest of you and he says, okay. Well, as you know, it is very dangerous out there, so I have some things for you. And he tells some of his colleagues. He kind of like snap his fingertips, and they bring some cases over to his table. And he opens it up, and you see a bunch of firearms. Let me give this to you, Steve. Boop boop. And I'll put this in the Discord as well. And he says, please take your pick. Take your pick. And you see a Smith & Wesson number 3 Russian 44 revolver, a Miss Mosun Mangan M. It's a rifle. It's like a Russian rifle, and a Mongolian scimitar. And there's enough for each of you. So there's enough for one each.
If anybody doesn't mind, I'll take the scimitar because my character will not touch a gun.
There is enough scimitars for everyone. So that's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will take a revolver.
I will also take a revolver. It's a bit bigger than my handy 22, but I believe this will be of use.
Yeah, Melissa, as soon as you pick it up, you notice the weight, and you're just like, whoa, this is this is a heavy gun. Yeah.
I'll take the revolver as well, and I will just express, I don't have much experience with firearms, but I was trained a tiny bit. So I'll take a revolver. What is my damage for that?
It says on this sheet right here. So if you look at the Discord.
Sure, sorry. I will.
You said there's enough for everyone, so I'll take a scimitar as well.
Yes.
Take a gun and a sword. Even though I've never used either one in my life.
He does recommend to arm yourselves because the desert is a dangerous place. Many bandits, we are in the middle of a civil war, so
it is typically my role to heal people, not harm them. But safety first, I suppose.
If there is enough revolvers for everyone, can I take double the ammo then?
I was going to ask the exact same thing.
He says, sure, go ahead.
All right.
And he says, I'm sure Mr. Leeds told you what happened last year, correct, Ms. Atlas?
No.
It's like last year, an American did visit, was murdered here in Mongolia by one of the warlords. And so we can't promise that it will be the safest trip, but we will do our best. And he kind of looks over and you see all his compatriots loading up the trucks. And there is also 8 horses.
And are your friends able to, protect us if necessary?
You see all of them have their own rifles and scimitars.
Okay.
And they have 8 horses and maybe three or 4 vehicles. So take your pick.
What skill are we using for the scimitar, please?
Excuse me?
What skill are we using to roll for the scimitar?
Oh, that's going to be your fighting brawl.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, finding will. All right. So this will be a 3-day travel in the desert. Please stick with us, and if anything happens, keep your head down. He says. All right. So he kind of justices you to get into the cars or on the horses, whichever ones you want. So we're gonna do this. The first day is gonna happen, but I'm gonna choose somebody at random. Dr. Lucas.
I knew it.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, I haven't even opened my dice box. Okay, let's see.
If it's 66 or above. 76 or above. Let me know.
Well, it's 5.
Ooh.
That's good.
I know.
Remember, lower is better.
It's better.
All right. So the first day, you guys make it, are going out into the desert. It's very, very big. Like the desert in the Gobi Desert is the sand's very soft. Lot of very hot.
Is there some place marked on this map that we're headed to? Because we're starting here in Peking, right?
So if you look in the middle and you see that dot in the middle, that black dot, yeah, it's like around there. Yeah.
Right above the E in Republic. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, but
Somebody's
thankfully,
getting a lot of notifications.
yeah, who's getting those notifications?
I'm turning my thing off right now.
They're hitting you up really hard right now.
It is a hallucination.
Yes.
Your
Like,
kid's
what
in
is that
jail or
ringing?
something?
It's in my ears.
So,
Ringing.
but it's actually, in a way, pretty beautiful, this desert. I'm sure a lot of you guys, this is your first time being in China, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is very new. Very high sand dunes, and the sand, and there's no real road or path these people are taking. We're just going straight into the desert. So there's no, without the help, you will probably get lost very easily. So, and just to reiterate, there is about 22 people with you going to this location. There's Chang Li and about 22 of his hired potters that are with you. So
I'm sorry, what year is it exactly?
this is 1924.
Interesting bit of history I just Googled because you kept saying we were in China. It became the northern region of Mongolia became independent from China in 21 with Russia's help and became a communist country in 1924.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on here right now.
Yeah. There's definitely some civil war happening for
This
sure.
is a very volatile time during this period.
Yes. Mhm. But thankfully, this day passes and nothing happens. But now the night has come, and Miss Melissa, roll me a D100.
Yes, sir.
look at Steve's face. Look at Steve's face.
I rolled a 50, and that is a 9.
59.
Yes.
It's a very beautiful night. You see you see clear skies, and you see a lot of you get a really nice look at the constellations. So maybe Atlas, you're
I
very
am definitely out looking at the stars.
yeah. You're having a good time tonight.
The stars are so bright. Sometimes in New York City with the lights on, it's difficult to see so clear.
Yes, my gramps told me to definitely check out the stars.
And I might, be blabbering on about, the seven sisters and pointing them out, blah, blah, there I am, Mr. Opes is right there on the end, or whatever it is.
I'm kind of following her around like a puppy dog.
That sounds like you.
All right, so
Pretty much.
So thankfully, you four do not have to do watches because the porters and Chang Li take care of that for you. So you're free to fall asleep.
So yep, I'm gonna head to bed early because I know it's gonna be a rough trip in the morning.
Okay, and now we're on day 2. Jackie, roll me a D100. Jackie.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are you talking to? I don't know.
I drank a little too much
Mhm.
the night before.
I actually don't. Oh, there we go. $76.
All right. So, this is what happens. You guys are going down. You're very deep in the desert now after a day of travel. The wind is very like calm for a second. Maybe you guys are talking amongst yourself about the dig site. Then all of a sudden, the windows shatter, and as bullets whiz past your heads before you're hearing the crack of a shot, and you see porters getting shot in the heads, 1 or 2 at a time, heads exploding. More shots ring out as porters and the horses fall to the floor as a convoy of bandits come up to the convoy. Initiative. So, thankfully, it's very easy in Call of Cthulhu to see your initiative. It's your. Let me look at the character sheet. Yeah, it's your dex. So you don't have to roll anything. It's just what's everyone's dex?
50.
Mine is also 50.
45.
Okay, hold on. Let me go in order. Dr. Jones.
Sorry.
You mean
Dr.
Lucas?
Jones. Yeah, sorry, it's Dr. Lucas.
70.
70. Okay. Miss Darvis. Dravis.
The rise?
Devise.
It is 50.
Okay, 50. Jackie.
45.
25. And Star.
50.
Okay. So Star and Dravis, you can decide who you want to go on your turn. But you see a pack of bandits in their horses come up to the convoy, and they start shooting. John, you're first, and you see maybe 4 on this side and maybe 5 on this side.
And I'm in a car?
Yes, you're in a car. Yeah.
Is it
And
open?
You hear Chang Li yelling a bunch of stuff in Mandarin, but you can't understand him.
Okay. Well, I'll slouch down in the seat as far as I can. And if we're being shot at, I guess out comes that pistol I just got, or what was it, a revolver? And I'm going to fire it and probably miss. It has a base of 20%. That means even if I have no skill, I get 20, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Well, I've rolled a 72.
Okay, so is this the first time you've ever shot a gun?
Probably it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting used to holding the gun in your hand, and then it just goes off, and you're like, "Whoa!" And
Yeah.
you're just like,
I wasn't expecting it to jerk like that when I shot at somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Drivis.
Surprise.
Devise.
Okay, I am also going to take a shot at the closest combatant
Okay.
with the revolver. And I'm not sure what a base of 20% means.
So if you look on your character, I
Mhm.
believe your 22 was 40, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna use that
Okay. So
because
I
that counts for all handguns. So,
Okay.
So you need to get 40 or below.
I rolled a 34.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So roll damage.
Damage is 1d10 plus 1 is a 3.
Okay. So maybe. So how long has it been since you fired your gun? You think? You're 22.
Well, I would say that I've been in some type situations. There was one about 6 months ago when I was uncovering a fraudulent case of some spiritualists preying on the credulous. So about 6 months ago.
Okay. So thankfully, it's like riding a horse for you. You pull off that trigger and you nail one of these bandits right in his shoulder, and you see him kind of recoil back, but he's still holding on. And he's kind of you see him kind of like taking out his rifle and he's getting ready to shoot. But before that happens, Star.
Yeah, I am going to. So the cars are positioned. Are we surrounded?
You guys are surrounded, yes. Yeah.
All right. So I am also not very good at my gun, but I will roll. Let's see what we get here.
Well, I'm also going to duck at this time.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I should also say this for Yuri because she hasn't played Call of Cthulhu. On your turn, it's just like D&D. You get one action and you can move.
Okay.
So ducking is a move. Yeah.
Which is just right above the middle. So I
What'd
got
you get?
11.
You got 11. Is that a hard?
Right above a hard, because a hard is 10. So I'm just like right there.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, roll damage.
And I roll damage. I'm sorry, with the.
So what did you fire with?
The revolver. So 1d10.
Yes. 1d10 plus 1.
Three.
Okay. So just like Divas, you pull off the trigger, and
Get short.
and maybe once you shoot this trigger, Star, you kind of have a little bit of a PTSD for a moment. You remember Bob back in Egypt shooting his gun.
Dude. A little bit of a flashback.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of a PTSD in a little bit. But you do hit this guy. Sorry, did you aim for the same guy that Melissa shot at, or?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then he's dead. So this is this the first time you've killed somebody?
It is. It is the very first time.
All right. Roll me a sanity. That's good. That's probably below your current sanity. So you shoot this person.
Right above card.
maybe you feel, I don't know if you feel bad or good about this, but the adrenaline's running through you, so you don't really have time to comprehend what's going on.
No, I'm just scared. I don't want them to hurt us, and so I'm just kind of in shock. But I'm glad. I'm glad that I have succeeded,
All
and
right,
that
well,
I can't hurt us.
that's one down. Jackie.
Yeah, okay, so are any of them within melee range of the vehicles?
Not yet. They are still a little bit further
Not
away
yet.
because most of them are on horses. Yeah.
So, out of habit, I have pulled out my big pipe wrench, which is what I usually use in sticky situations. and I've got my cigarettes kind of hanging out of my mouth, and I'm shaking because
Nice.
I really don't like guns. That is my phobia.
Nice. So you're just readying your wrench for when they get closer?
Correct. I'm ready. Yeah, as soon as somebody gets close enough, they're getting smacked.
Okay, I'll let you know. But sorry. I'm just gonna roll for the Chang Li real quick. Okay, you see him. You see him riding on one of the horses, and he takes out that scimitar and he just slashes one of these guys with his scimitar, and he falls off the horse. But then that one another one that was readying his attack is about to shoot, and that's gonna be Lucas.
You shooting at me?
Yep. But it is going to be disadvantaged because you're in the car still, so he doesn't have a clear shot.
Copy.
But I'm gonna roll this in the in the dice roller,
Okay.
and he got an extreme success.
Oh no.
Okay.
So,
How much do I take in damage?
no. Actually, wait. Sorry. I did say it was at disadvantage, so I have to do one more time, and I have to take the worst result.
Okay.
All right, so at least that's not extreme. Extreme would have been full damage. So let's see. You're gonna take 4 damage. So you feel something go through the windshield and go through your arm, and you're like, but it's not enough to be a major injury, but you still feel something at you.
It is enough to be 4 out of 14.
Yeah.
You're
4
like, oh
health.
shit, are you okay? Did you get hit?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
arm
and
doesn't
that-
normally look like this. Yeah.
That terrified me, Jackie, even more because she saw her parents get shot to death at like 6 years old, and she's just like, and just not
So-
doing okay now.
These other ones attack some of the potters. That one misses. That one hits. So you see, like, another 2 of these bandits get shot by some of the potters. So now there's 3 left. We're back to the top of the round. Lucas.
I'm shooting right back at the guy that shot me.
Okay, yeah, that guy is still up. Yeah.
I have rolled a 1.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So 001, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. So this is a critical success.
It's an
But-
extreme, isn't it?
It's
Or
extreme. Usually extreme is max damage, but you've gone beyond this. So what gun were you using?
The 44 revolver.
Okay, so automatically it's going to be 11 damage plus roll that damage again. So roll a d10 plus 1.
5, so 6.
So altogether that's 17 damage. So describe it.
I think I get shot in the arm. Someone asks me a stupid question about if I got hit because there's blood spurting everywhere. And I'm just, I'm very polite and well-mannered, but I'm super pissed off by everything that's happened in the last 1 second. So I just immediately pop up and put one right between his eyes,
Nice.
as though I've done it a million times, but I'll never be able to do that again.
Okay. And since you got a 1 on your character sheet, you know how you... So this is another thing with Call of Cthulhu. Every time you pass a check, you have to check off the box next to it.
Yep, firearms.
Because at the end, you'll be able to improve that skill. But since you got a 1 on it, Lucas, put a circle around it instead of a check.
Oh,
This
well,
means
I'll
you're
figure
gonna
out how to do that.
yeah. Well, put something that's different than a check, because this means at the end of the session you'll be able to roll that skill with a bonus to make
Okay.
it better.
Yeah, I'm using a fillable character sheet. It doesn't have anything for that.
All right. So you see that amazing display, Jeeves, Melissa.
Yeah, just stick with Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I see
Miss
I see Dr. Lucas get shot, shoot another, I peer out, and I take a shot at another bandit.
Okay.
That is a 98.
Are you?
no.
Oh, Oh.
Time miss.
so that's a fumble.
What is her?
I guess
So-
uh,
So
What is her base? Because it has to be
40%.
40%. That is definitely a fumble.
Okay.
So two things are going to happen here. Your
the gun was
gun,
made in China.
the gun's either going to explode in your hand, or you're going to shoot a friendly. So roll me a d6. 1 to 3, it's a friendly. 4 to 5, it's
Another one.
It's a friendly.
I should Lee.
I swear, Melissa, if you kill me dead right now after
You
I
should-
one shot at it,
1d4, she might have shot herself.
Okay, so
no. Have her roll it.
so it's going to be
I rolled a 98 and then a 1.
okay. So all right, so you're gonna be hitting a friendly, but this is gonna be out of everyone here. So it's gonna be Atlas, Jackie, Lucas, Cheng Li, and the Potters. So that's 1, 2, 3. So roll another d6, and wait before you roll it. Lucas is 1, Jackie's 2, Star is 3, Cheng is 4, Potters are 5, and 6 is
Yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
shot
Cheng
a
Li.
Porter?
No,
Cheng
Porter. No, Porter. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Woo.
All right, roll damage.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, what did you do? What did you do? You're just
I
killing
rolled a
anybody
1,
now.
1, 2.
Oh my God.
Praise the guy.
I think Melissa's the only one that knows that was her. There's so many bullets flying around right
Yeah.
now. Friendly fire. You don't have to
Nobody
tell
knows.
us. You don't have to tell us.
I'm like,
So you said it was a 1, right? one damage?
1, 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. So this guy gets shot from the back, but a lot of stuff is
weird.
going on. So maybe he doesn't see you.
Yeah, and the
this-
bad guys have us surrounded in a crossfire. He could have been shot from behind by anybody.
Star, your turn.
Okay.
Didn't they tell you never to run in someone's range?
I'm gonna try to shoot the guy that shot John.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry. Sorry, I just messed up my die.
No worries.
Seven.
Oh, 7? Is that extreme?
That is an extreme. That is a hard.
A hard. Okay. So it's not extreme damage, but
No, but it's a hard damage.
so roll damage. And make sure to add your attack bonus if you have any.
Jeez. I got
Your
a
damage
10
bonus.
plus 1, so 11.
11. Nice. So this was the one that hit John, right? That guy got
Yes,
hit
the
by
guy
a portal.
that shot John, yes.
Yeah. So describe it. You just killed another one.
And so is John sitting by the window? And am I in the
Yes.
middle? How are we sitting here?
I would say probably he's in the back. Maybe you're in shotgun.
Well, wait a
Okay,
minute.
I'm a
Wasn't
shotgun. Okay, so I'm not very brave, so I'm peeking out the window and I shoot him and get him in the face.
Okay.
I didn't catch. Sorry, I didn't catch if we said, but I do have a car on my character sheet. Are we in my car? Because if so, I'm driving.
Did you bring that car to Mongolia?
Well, I mean, it could be that I brought my car, or more likely that I got a car when we got here, rented it or bought it. I don't know. I just like the idea of having a car in my inventory.
I'm shotgun, by the way.
Yeah, if you want, you could be the one driving.
Okay,
and maybe you rented this car. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you're shotgun. So me and Jackie are in the back.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say I am on the driver's side in the back. That's how I know who shot you, and I just reach out the window and shoot him in the head. I don't mean to shoot him in the head, but I do.
All right. Star, roll me another sanity.
You're just trying to break me.
Sorry.
41.
Is that above your sanity?
Let me see. I think it is below. It is. Oh, it's one above. One above my sanity.
What about luck?
You can't use luck on sanity rolls.
No.
Crap. I knew there was something you couldn't use it on.
Okay.
So I'm at 39.
You take 1 point of sanity damage, and you are frightened because as soon as you shoot that guy, you get PTSD again, and you see Bob's face on that guy's face right before you kill him.
Not Bob! Oh God, Bob!
Star,
Oh God!
what are you doing?
Oh God! Oh God! Shut Bob!
Jackie, your turn.
Oh God!
Okay. Well, I've got Star freaking out. Is there anybody within melee range yet?
Oh yeah. One of the potters has enter melee range. Sorry, you can go ahead and make that attack if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So I will.
We'll say that you're
swing-
probably hanging outside the car or something,
Yeah.
or
and
maybe
I
on one of the
will-
horses. That would make more sense.
Yeah, maybe I took one of the horses instead.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to experience it like my grandfather did.
Okay.
So
Roll
you're on
that.
a horse.
Yeah, she's on a horse. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh, darn it!
I didn't.
I have
Bob.
such a
I
good
didn't
feel
Bob.
in this too. I got an 84 over. Now I have brawl, and my brawl is high, so I get to use that. Yeah, so
Yep.
I rolled 84 over 60 for my wrench.
So you missed, but
So I missed, but I don't
but-
think it's fumble.
but no, it wasn't fumble. But thankfully, you missed. This was happening right before your turn, but now it's your turn now, so you can attack again if you want. But now you'll be able to do it just from your horse. So you can do another attack this turn if you want.
Because you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, seriously? I rolled a 61.
Okay. Yeah,
Can
so
I
that's-
use luck to bring that down to a success?
Yeah, if you want. You just have to.
Where's my
It's
luck?
it's 1 for 1.
Yeah.
So you have to
Yeah,
subtract.
I will do that because that's silly.
Okay. So how much luck did you spend?
I spent I'll just spend 1 luck for that.
Yeah.
Bring it down to a 60, so it's a regular success.
All right. Roll damage.
That will be a 1d8 plus a 1d4.
Yep.
Eight, and that's 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. You definitely hit this guy off his horse, and it looks like he's not moving. So, is this your first kill ever?
I've been in brawls before, and
But have you ever killed him?
I haven't actually killed a person, but I've definitely been in a lot of fights.
Well, roll me a
Just
sanity.
because I'm of Chinese descent, and
This is
picked on a lot.
Roll me a sanity. It won't be as hard as stars, but just in case.
Okay. Rolled 50 and my sanity is 70.
Okay, so you're good. So, like you said, you've been in a lot of fights, so it doesn't deter you that you killed this guy because you were defending yourself. So you're fine. But that was the last one, and you see the convoy kind of like shoo off the rest of the bandits who else might be around, and you guys lose them. But Star is still.
Yeah, I didn't kill
Anyway.
Bob. I never did. I promise you. I don't know why he's here.
All right. We will transfer over to nighttime if you guys want to do anything before that.
No, I think it's not. We can
I
rest.
assume that we would just continue to travel forward, or, well, John, Lucas has an injury though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys to figure out what to do about that.
We don't want to
Well,
just let
I'm
him
a
bleed
doctor
out.
and I have my medical bag with me. I don't know how that works though.
So
You can also. I mean, I don't have great first aid, but try.
I have medicine 30%. I could try.
if you want, one of you could assist Lucas in this.
Yeah, I have medicine 70.
Yeah.
Melissa, why don't you go ahead and try?
How do we do an assist?
So who's gonna do it?
Melissa.
Okay. So since you're helping Lucas, who's gonna do the roll? Because it can either be Melissa or Lucas.
I'll do the roll because I have a much higher score.
Do you not have confidence in my rolling skills? To bandage your shoulder, Dr.
I didn't
Lucas?
say anything about Yuri.
All right. Well, since Melissa is helping you, you get to roll this with advantage. So roll
Okay.
2 percentage two
Okay.
percentages and use the better.
Hold on a moment. Clearing some extra dice out of the tray here. Okay. $34.
Okay. Is that a hard or a basic?
I think it's gonna be. Wait, where's my medicine skill going?
Medicine is
Oh, yeah.
7.
It's actually a hard success by 1.
Nice. So roll a d3.
Okay,
1d3.
that's a 1.
You get 1 point.
Ooh.
Oh man.
How long before I can do it again?
Well, that's all you can do for the night. But since you guys are gonna sleep tonight, you will recover 1 hit point also, if
Oh,
nothing
Let's try
happens
to
tonight.
assist Again, I watched
Okay.
how Yuri, how Melissa did it. I could try to assist again in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, but for now, we'll see if anything happens tonight. Lucas, roll me a D100.
17.
Good. Nothing happens. So you get another HP. 1 HP.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll try to assist in the morning while breakfast is being prepared.
Okay.
Okay. I'll roll medicine.
Yeah, advantage again. Yeah.
25. Which is I think it's a hard. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
hard success.
That's good. 1d3 again.
3.
Good. So you get back 3.
I can only take 2 more, so
Okay.
I'm
So
at
you're
full.
back up to full. You do still have, of course, like a little tiny scar right here from the
Sure.
from the gunshot.
But we miraculously fully healed the wound in 1 night due to my incredible medical skill.
It was just a scratch.
Thankfully.
Sometimes they will spurt blood violently like that, even if it's just a flesh wound. It's not common, but it can happen.
Looked more serious than it was.
Yes.
Interesting. Goodness, this chain smoking over here.
That's
Alright,
very
so-
good for your throat.
So while you guys are traveling today, everyone give me a listen.
Yeah. Oh, a 17. I have very good. I guess I have good listening.
Yeah, I
Oh, nice.
succeeded.
I did not. Got a
I got a
45.
3. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
I got
well-
a 3 under 35.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, well, you guys all hear this. Whoever succeeded hears this. You hear Chang Li talking about how we're going to be coming to the dig site soon, but you also hear him say this phrase a couple times, which is, he says it in English, the singing heels.
Heels?
Singing-
H-E-E-L?
Singing heels. A hill, like a hill?
Oh, hill. Singing
Hills.
the hills. Got it.
Yeah, singing heels. He says that several times to his other Potter compatriots.
And I assume you guys relay what you're because I can't hear anything. It's what are they saying?
Was there anything else that we heard other than singing hills?
Other than that, it was all in Mandarin. But he does say singing hills in English.
That's weird.
Kind of interesting finding hills in the desert.
Wonder if that's where they're taking us.
And
Ask him perhaps what the singing hills are, or not bring up the fact that we were over, listening in on his conversation.
it's up to you.
What do you think, John? Do you think we should ask him what the singing? Just say, hey, we overheard you saying singing hills. Is that?
I've got
Yes.
a skill and charm.
Why
I don't
not
know
simply
how.
ask him if it's something that interests us? Sorry, what's the man's name again?
Chang Li, or Mr. Li.
Yeah, I'll roll up on him.
Okay. So you see him talking like Mandarin to his other Potters.
Mr. Lee, I wonder if I could ask you something. I hope it's not intrusive, but I overheard you speaking last night. Mostly...
Yes. What is it, Dr. Lucas?
Well, I was just a little intrigued. Most of what you said seemed to be in Mandarin, which I do not understand, but I heard the words singing hills multiple times in English. I was wondering, what does that mean, and why did you say it in English?
Oh, well, he kind of gets close to you, and he says, remember what we told you about that other foreigner that came here last year?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Many times he would say that phrase to us, singing hills. Singing hills. And we're not sure exactly what this means, but we have heard a humming sound every now and then. And we think that this dig site might be near the singing hill that this other foreigner was.
And so this foreigner that he's talking about, this is not the same person that we're looking for.
No, this was a different one that came last year.
Okay.
But he did get lost in the desert as well.
Can I
Interesting.
roll like a skill to see if I would know anything in the natural world that would account for like singing phenomena?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Criminal intruder at Alan's house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Sorry about that. My little brother needed something. So what was that, Yuri?
You mean your
I
grown
want-
man brother?
I wanted to
Yeah.
roll a skill check to see if I would know anything in the natural world that would account for singing phenomena.
Yeah, sure. Roll me natural war. Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 001.
Oh, that's a 1. You got a critical
Wow.
success, right?
Wow.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, look at that.
That's the
Look at that.
second one tonight.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
too, right?
Our
You usually don't
rolling
see
ones coming in handy.
it was 2 zeros and a 1, right?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So maybe after a little bit of you thinking about the Singing Hill term, you think about your studies back home, and you do remember that there was some articles that were made last year around the same time when this whole Egypt expedition happened, about singing hills in Mongolia, about people saying that they would hear voices at night, but not a lot has come out of it. But it does kind of, well, the time period does kind of track to when the thing in Egypt happened to now.
So they might be related somehow.
Hmm. Interesting.
Okay. And did you want to ask him anything else, Lucas?
No, I think that's it for me. No, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think what he says has any merit. Someone said the word singing hills. He heard a weird noise and associated it. That's all I'm interested in.
Let me see. My psychology's horrible. Does anyone have good psychology to see if maybe he's hiding something else from us?
Mine
Have
is at
psycho- yeah,
35.
55 here.
Mine's only 10, so that's why I'm not gonna roll it. But maybe he's hiding.
All right, you know what? But maybe I will roll that if that's okay,
Okay.
just to see if I get any vibe off the way he says all that. That's a 10.
Wow, man, you guys were on fire tonight.
Yeah, that's a extreme success for me.
Extreme.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
10 against
All right.
55.
All right, you notice he's visibly nervous, and which is strange because at the beginning of this expedition he was pretty much gun ho, like, yeah, let's do this. But now you notice he's very nervous because you guys are getting very close to the dig site.
Mr. Lee, if you don't mind me asking, you appear nervous. Is there something about the dig site that frightens you?
He says, no, everything should be fine. Everything should be fine.
Has there been any trouble at the dig site that you know of?
And he says, I've never been to this dig site. No. I'm only here to help you get there.
Then why do you appear nervous?
He just says, oh, no, I'm not nervous. I'm just, and he's just kind of looking around.
I also have psychoanalysis. Would it be possible to roll that and see if I could get more information by his reaction to this pushing?
Sure, but exactly what are you trying to find with this psychoanalysis?
The nature of what might be scaring him, because he seems to be getting more and more nervous as Star keeps pushing on this issue. So, like, is he telling us the truth, basically.
Yeah, sure, you can roll it.
That's shit. That's 97.
No,
No.
no, you can't tell. He looks nervous, but it could be anything, really.
Okay. Yeah. And short of tying this man down and torturing him, I don't think we're going to get anything else.
No. And I think he should take us to the dig site at least
Okay.
first.
Yes,
All right,
onward.
Yes. Speaking of that, you guys, it's getting close to dark. Around the time you guys should be getting ready to make a camp, where you hear Chang Li say, "We're approaching the dig site," and I have a little thing here for this.
Is this the audio?
No. This is not the audio. This is just the little setup. So, you see Cheng Li, actually he gives it to you, Star.
Okay.
He gives you like this little scope so you can see kind of far away.
Okay.
And you see the site. Through the scope you can see a group of olive green tents with a ragged and torn and blowing in the wind.
Oh.
You don't see any signs of life or activity.
And I'm gonna relay that to everyone. I'm gonna say, it looks all beat up down there. Doesn't look like there's anyone around.
You are still a little far away. There's, I would say like a mile away, but you guys are getting close. And once you get there, you see here. Let me give you the map real quick.
Okay.
Boom. So you can show this to everybody. There you go. I'll put this in the Discord too. So you guys see, this is from far away. This is from like far away. As you're slowly getting up to it, you see tents. A lot of these tents from afar, they look like they're ripped up and torn. Fragments all over the place. There's a bunch of cars all over the place. Several look like they've been ripped apart by great force. But none of the cars look like they've been fully disassembled. You also see what looks to be animals, like horses, but none of them are standing. They all look to be laying down. And then you see right next to the campsite this large hill with, it looks to be like some sort of
Singing hill.
like a large hill next to it. And right before you guys get to that location, all you hear a slight hum that rings in your ears. And we'll be right back after these 10 minutes.
Break time.
Yeah.
See everyone in 10. Thanks so
Yes.
much. Spooky.
Great.
It's because the monsters.
Welcome back. I'm
Welcome
Dr.
back.
John Lucas, and I've just killed my first man. That's not
Yeah.
true. I slept a night since then.
Yeah, but by the way, how did you feel about that, Lucas, killing that person?
I don't think it's right for a man to speak of his emotions,
Okay. All right.
but I'm sure I had some dreams.
So where we left off, you guys finally reached the dig site. It's nighttime, but so you see, you guys are arriving at the bottom of the screen. Can you put like a little marker?
Best I can do is wave my cursor around.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. So yeah, at the bottom of the screen, like in the middle, that's where you guys arrive.
Okay.
And in front of you, you see the dig site. You see the dig site, and you see tents. So tell me what you want to do.
So usually at a dig site, they have like a main hub tent where they keep the maps and all the records and things. So I want to search that first.
All right.
If
Well,
identify it and search and maybe see if there's anything like maybe a ledger or anything interesting in there.
Yeah, we should all stick together too. We
yes.
don't know
Yeah. I was
what
gonna
happened
ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna
So-
ask. Are you guys sticking together?
Well, I
Moving
think
it-
Star's
moving it
the expedition leader, and she's been on more of these than me, so I'll follow her to where she's going.
Okay. So you guys start walking.
I'll leave my horse. I'll Gobi with the cars. I don't want to bring Gobi in there.
Okay. Yeah, you see Chang Li and his men. They're kind of holding back a little bit. They're letting you guys kind of look at the area first. And so you four start walking up, and as soon as you get to those two little markings, those two little things on the map, yeah, those two.
Look like bread.
This is what you see. There are several shallow areas of excavation into the ground, and you see fossilized remains of dinosaurs that are still half in the earth. Dinosaur fossilized remains.
Fascinating.
So I'm definitely going to, before I even get to the tent, then if I see this, I think I might walk down in there and can I do like a spot hidden or something and look at some of these exposed dinosaurs to see if they're similar to what we saw in the pictures or if these are just normal dinosaur bones?
Okay. You can roll me archaeology.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, if anyone also has natural world or biology, that's good too.
I will roll then.
Yeah, I can roll biology.
I rolled an 88, so I don't see
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
I rolled a 22,
Okay.
and let's see what that is.
Archaeology is not my field of expertise.
22, so that's a hard success for me.
I also succeeded with biology, 50
Okay.
against 70.
So, you guys actually find. Do you still have that picture of the one with the two arms?
Yeah, 1 second.
You find one set of what looks to be the same thing from that photo in real life.
Look at these. See, they are connected.
And to the best of your ability, Atlas and Lucas, this looks to be real, which is very surprising to you, Lucas.
I'm taking out pieces like my magnifying glass and my little broom, and I'm cleaning it off and looking at the joints, and I'm really I'm shaking and I'm nervous and I'm excited and it is real. It's connected. Do you see how it's connected right here? And I'm talking about all the technical mumbo jumbo of the joints and
And what do you think about this, Lucas?
It shouldn't be connected if these are indeed the bones of ancient creatures. Soft tissue should have long ago rotted away. Now, does it look like... Are we actually looking at the same one we saw in the photo, or is it another one?
No, this is another set.
Okay.
Another set.
And it's still partly in the ground, yeah?
Yeah, still partly in the ground, yeah.
It is unusual that these two forearm bones are connected to the same upper arm.
same joint.
Yes, perhaps similar to like the wings of a bat, but obviously much larger.
I have no idea what other bones are in the vicinity that might help us identify what kind of creature this belongs to. You're right, this could be like a wing, but a wing with two arms.
Well, perhaps if not a wing per se, some evolutionary midpoint between a wing and an arm.
Very, very fascinating. These are real. They did discover.
Indeed.
While this is happening, Jackie and Melissa, give me a spot hidden.
I rolled a 40 and a 0. So maybe that's a 50.
Ooh, I rolled a 1.
You got one?
I got a
Nice.
1.
Okay. Did you succeed, Melissa?
Well, I think I rolled a 50, and my skill check is also 50.
Oh yeah, you succeeded.
Guys were
Okay.
safe. They did it.
So
Everything's
Jackie, well, this is what Melissa sees first. Melissa, so as these guys are looking at the things, all of a sudden you smell the stench hit your nostrils,
Ooh.
and you see, kind of in the middle of the dig site, a little further up, you see a bunch of the horses, similar to the ones you came in on, camels, horses, and they're all strewn about all over the site, laying down, but a lot of them look like they've been torn apart.
Wow. I want to roll my forensics, my science skill on this to see what possibly could have torn them about and in what manner.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Or
But
what creature to, you know.
and Jackie, as she's doing that, you see kind of further up, you see a tent that looks to be the main tent of the whole area, and you can probably discern right away that's Norris's tent.
Okay.
So you know exactly where Norris's tent is.
I
Hey,
rolled-
guys, I think we should just get moving.
I'm like, wait, something happened to these horses here.
Exactly,
These horses got
exactly.
burdened. And I
Yeah,
rolled a
we need
58
to
on my
get to that
science.
tent over there. We need to get to that tent over there because something happened to those horses, and it can happen to us. We need to figure out what happened to Norris and get out of here.
But
Get
look,
our money.
But look, all this is real. Do you understand what this means? The
I'm like,
Yeah,
what
well,
are you
does it
guys
matter if we
searching?
die?
Obviously, there's like all these horses and beasts of burden that have been mortally wounded and torn apart by some sort of animal. And this time I examined and
Yes.
I passed my skill check.
Okay.
What
All
did
right.
I-
So Melissa, you notice that these horses, it's strange. You can tell right away that they've been torn apart, but they're missing their organs though. But they don't look like the organs have been eaten or anything like that. It looks like it almost looks like the organs have been removed surgically.
Interesting. The organs of these animals were removed with surgical precision.
How can you even tell that?
Can I confirm that with my biology and like see if I can tell what kind of tools were used?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, it's bad. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Melissa. Actually, as this is happening, Melissa, roll me a sanity check because this is very like you've never seen anything like this before.
Well, I've cut up a few dead bodies in my time. I'm sure.
Yes, but
I
what's,
rolled a 44.
is that below your sanity?
That is below my sanity check.
Okay, good.
There is always a rational reason for.
So
these
so
things.
even though this is very unusual, you still keep it together and you think there's got to be a rational reason for this. But
Guys, we got to get over to that tent. That's the tent we need to get to.
And that's the one I was headed for before I saw the dig site. So I agree with you, but it's very
Yes, let's-
difficult for me to pull myself away from these remains. I want to keep digging. I want to keep exploring. I want to see if there's any correlation
Well,
with the other.
Miss
Maybe
Atlas,
they-
these bones have been in this dirt for millions of years. They're not going anywhere. Let's go check the tent.
Exactly. And maybe they have a sample in that tent we could just grab.
You're
And
right.
I'm
you're
like
right.
I'm like jumping from foot to foot. I want to get over there.
All right, Jackie. This is what you see. You see a tent that looks to be probably the main tent. You see a ragged and torn walls of the tent fluttering, and the dirt and dusty wind. Gear and equipment is scattered all over the floor, and the tent, and it's spilled out onto the ground outside. And yeah, it's like chaos in the middle of this. So you see all those like dots on the map? That's basically what.
Yeah.
That's basically what. All that shit came out of that tent.
Came out of this
Okay,
tent.
out of that tent
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So I pull out my wrench again and I say, "You guys, let's get to that tent, but let's go there carefully, because something bad happened in there too."
Yeah, I'll have my weapon drawn but aimed down.
Okay.
I will as well, even though I'm not very comfortable with it. I'm scared enough that I will have my weapon ready.
All right. If you mind, what's the marching order right now to that tent?
I would
I'm
say I'm
going-
not first.
I mean, you don't have to. I think Jackie's in front right now, right?
I'm last because I'm still examining the remains.
Okay.
If
all right.
we can just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that it's the 1920s and I'm the only male in the outfit, I'm going first.
And you're the obstinate male in the group. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably good.
do
It,
you
w-
do you
it
let
would be it would be shameful if I didn't go first. I would
do you
be
let him,
ashamed of
Jackie?
myself.
Do you let him?
Yeah, I don't care. Live and let live. That's my motto.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, is this an open air tent or is it like enclosed?
It's open. It's wide open, and all the stuff that was in the tent has been spewed all over the place.
Ugh.
But so as you're walking up, Lucas, give me a spot hidden.
Copy. Fail. Big time fail. 87 against 25.
Okay. And who's behind Lucas?
I would be behind him because I'm excited to get into the tent and see what's going on in there.
Okay. And then who's behind you?
Yeah,
Jackie,
probably
right?
next.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you two roll me the spot hidden as well.
Okay.
$14 under 45. So
Okay. So
So
Jackie.
hard.
So Jackie, Lucas is walking over to this tent and he starts looking around the area. And he doesn't hear this, but you hear it. You hear a and that's the sound of a rattlesnake.
Lucas, there's a rattlesnake.
And
I got 11.
Stop
but
moving.
you see a rattlesnake
Don't
at
move.
your feet, Lucas.
I will
Don't move.
freeze. I will immediately freeze.
It starts to coil around your leg. You guys have a couple moments to do something.
Unusual behavior.
Who has a sword besides me?
I do.
I do.
Behind you. So I will
I
go for the I'll go for the snake with my scimitar.
Well,
Or I will say, Jackie, help! There's a snake. Can you get it?
Jackie is in front,
Yeah.
so Jackie will have the opportunity first to act.
Yeah, I'll go for the snake with my sword
Okay.
in this state.
Carefully, please.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get bit either. Oh my lord. Okay. Hold
Your
on
shirt
there.
disappears and you're just a floating head when you lean like that.
That would be 18. Right.
Also, Cindy, I
mine's just-
realized during break you're using the Viking Death Squad background still.
I thought I changed that.
Yeah, we didn't notice because it's so
I'll fix-
similar.
I'll fix it. I really did
So-
think I changed that.
So what'd you get?
I'm gonna use 18 luck points to make the regular success.
Oh,
I will.
Big spending.
Alright.
Big spending. Nice.
First luck points of the night.
All right. Roll damage.
Okay, I'll do that counting later. Damage. All right, here we go. It's the same as my wrench, so. Seven. It is a 9. 9 damage.
Okay. So you slowly creep up to Lucas as this thing's coiling around his leg, and you wait the right moment, and it looks like you almost miss it, but you get it right on its head, and you squish it, and it's dead.
Yeah.
And Lucas, as soon as you look down, you notice that it's a desert cobra, and you know for sure, you don't even have to roll. If this thing would have bit you, you would have been dead, like dire straits.
Thank you, Miss Gibson. I'm in your debt.
You're welcome, sir.
I will, if there's an opportunity amidst everything else, I'll try to milk its fangs for some of its venom. If
I mean, sure. But in the meantime,
for
you guys are at the site now. You guys do see a lot of papers all over the floor. If anyone wants to give me a spot,
I want
for
to
that.
search.
Okay.
Sure. Can I use my search roll that I just did?
Yeah, sure.
I got 11 for that.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. You find Norris's personal journal, and it is a little hard to read. Let me give it to you in the chat. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. All right. Let me know if you got that, Steve.
not yet. There it is.
All right.
Handout F.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is a bit difficult to read, but you can attempt to read it right now if you want.
It's too small for me to read.
I put it in the Discord too. If you
Yeah,
wanna-
no, I can't read it. Sorry.
You can't.
With my
If
special
anyone
class.
else wants to try to read it, you can. You're free to read it.
I'll read it. It says December 30th, 1923. Relocated camp to new dig site right at the base of the Singing Hills. Is that the granite? Maybe the granite phantoms are layered in. It's very hard to read, even when
Yes.
it's huge.
It's tough because it's been aged a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been messed up, but you can try to just make out whatever you can.
Yeah, layered in some things of gold, red, black, and tan. Something and beautiful and fascinating. We sent leg and hip fossils from a small theropod to Peking, but the larger finds have been ferried to Pyongyang to be shipped home. January 2nd, 1924. A new amazing find. A rankopod or something?
Sauropod?
Sauropod, thank you. With unprecedented features. Clearly used to help it forage for difficult to reach or difficult to eat plants. Some of the camels were stolen by some of the porters last night. The cowards are fleeing because of the ghost stories they tell about these hills. I warned the other porters that I plan to shoot thieves should anyone want to consider stealing any more camels. January 5th, 1924. The winds have shifted, and I now know why they are called the Singing Hills. The winds whip through eddies in the rocks, like breath through a flute. Haunt has discovered a cave not too far from camp that seems to him as the wind blows. It sets my teeth rattling, and I think we'll check it out for fossils tomorrow. January 6, 1924. All of my previous discoveries pale in comparison to what is inside that cave. The winds play hell with it, though, and it's damn hard to think straight in there. I've had enough of that damn something Father Armel has strengthened my resolve, and we are praying for the winds to cease soon. More tomorrow. Well, that was a lot.
So it's difficult to read, but
Yeah.
after you finish reading John, and you kind of put the paper down, you do see a path that leads into a cave further up.
Oh, good, a path.
Do you think perhaps this has something to do with their disappearance?
Well, it certainly has to do with their camels being stolen.
They might have sheltered in here from a storm, perhaps.
Do you guys think this is enough evidence?
I don't. We
Enough
still don't
proof?
have any idea what actually happened to them.
No, we do not.
That's our entire job here, is to either find them or discover what became of them.
All right.
So we might have to go up into that cave.
But it seems the wind echoes or tunnels through and creates a most distracting sound. And then I open up my little scientific equipment box, my small case. I pull out little bits of wax.
I was
And
just
hand it
going to
up.
do something like that, yeah.
I'm going to pull out some cotton balls that I have in my case.
I'll take the wax.
Which I use
What
to
are you
keep my
guys
vials.
doing?
Earplugs.
What are you up to?
Earplugs.
Oh. Okay.
I don't have
I'll
any
get in my
wax or
toolbox
anything.
and I'll pull out some professional earplugs and I'll put those in.
Nice.
She works concerts sometimes back home.
All
Do you
right,
happen to have a second pair of those earplugs?
Let me dig around in here. Clink, 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 clink. I got one. It's a little greasy.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I'll put 2 cotton balls in one ear and a used waxy one in the other.
All right. So where do you guys? Are you guys gonna head up to the cave?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. A bad idea.
All right,
Terrible idea.
Marching order.
I'm
gonna
last.
let John lead.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's part 2 for you guys right here.
Your microphone's on that camera, right?
Yep.
All right. Show that map, Steve.
Waiting for it.
Mhm.
Got it.
All right. So you guys are coming in from the bottom right of this picture.
Wrong map. One sec. I think I clicked. Oh no, that is
No,
the right map.
No,
That is the
that,
right
that
map.
was the right one. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you're
I
coming
see.
up from the right. So from the bottom right,
Yeah.
you guys are coming up through there. So as soon as you get in, you guys are feeling this vibration hit you, and you notice that right now outside is very dark because it's like completely nighttime, and you notice rays of light coming down through the cracks of this cave, and it's hitting all these weird stones inside the cave, and they're emitting this like blue light all over the place,
Interesting.
and you're feeling this like intense vibration hitting your guys' chests. Everyone give me a listen roll, but with advantage. Sorry. This is with disadvantage because you guys have the plugs on.
I rolled 2 40s.
Disadvantage.
Okay,
Fail.
disadvantage.
Guys, give me a second.
I failed.
I would have failed even if it was with advantage.
Yeah, I failed.
Everyone failed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. So this is good because you don't actually hear this, but this vibration is hitting you hard, and maybe as you get towards the middle, right there, you start to see other
Like here?
portal. No. This is what you're seeing. You start to see, the portals that came with you.
The porters?
Yes,
The porters.
Yes.
Some of them start to walk in, but they look like they don't have any color in their eyes, and they seem to be walking up towards the left of the cave, deeper in, one by one.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
And then
What's going on?
not reacting to you.
I'm gonna kind of grab one by the arm and try to. Hey, what are you doing?
So you grab him, and he looks at you, and his eyes don't have any color in them. He's not trying to fight you or anything. He's just stop. But the other ones are still moving.
What do you make of this, doctors?
Is there anything I can get by rolling? I'll say psychology on this. See why they're acting this way. Something's wrong with their eyes. I could do medicine too, if I think it's physical.
This is going to be tough because you're feeling this vibration hit you harder. So this is going to be with disadvantage.
Okay. I will roll medicine in this case.
I want to roll psychology because it seems like there's some sort of hypnotic effect going on.
Yes.
I am going to spend 20 luck points to make that a success.
Dang. Okay. All right.
I did not pass that.
Okay.
Skill check.
So you're trying to figure out.
I rolled medicine mostly because of their eyes. I want to see what's wrong with their eyes. What's happened to their bodies that's making them act this way that might have affected their eyes like that.
So you don't really see anything in their eyes that you can explain, but you do notice their ears, and their ears are bleeding.
Does it seem like damage that could be caused by an obnoxious sound?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
But you can definitely probably put together that a sound could cause this.
I want to cover one. I want to grab
ears plugged.
Yeah, I was going to say I want to grab one of them and just cover his ears.
You do it, but he's still kind of like in a trance, and he's still trying to get away from you.
Maybe we should follow them and see where they're going.
Yeah, I'll let this guy go.
Or no, I was gonna say block them and knock them out.
How many are there?
So right now there's about maybe 10 that are in the cave that are walking through that path to the left, and there's still more coming in, including Chang Li. Chang Li actually comes in right now, and his eyes are no color in his eyes either.
Do you think we can knock all these guys out, or should we follow them?
I think something bad is going to happen to them. I don't think we should let them go down there.
Knocking them out is something bad happening to them. That can cause permanent brain damage. Let's tie them up or block their route or stop them in some way that doesn't involve head trauma.
Agreed.
I am blocking the route right now.
Okay.
So when you get into that route, it's you can maybe stop like 2 or 3 of them, Jackie, but it's becoming overwhelming. It starts to become like 4 or 5, and they all start to be pushing up against you, and their natural strength is pushing you in.
Does any of you have rope?
I did not bring any with me.
I have rope, but I don't have very much. I
have
would say
wire.
I have just enough, like if I needed it to tie up stuff for collecting and samples, but I don't have a long.
I'll take the wire and the rope from Jackie, and the rest of us can start tying up these guys' ankles.
So
I do
Let's
have
see.
my scarf that I've been wearing through the desert. We could tie with that.
I might have something in my medical bag that could be used to tie.
So I would say you're gonna have to use your brawl skill to try to wrestle one of these guys down.
Okay.
But
All right.
go ahead.
All right. Who's got the best brawl?
Well, maybe
I've
we
got
could.
60.
I have 25, but maybe we could assist like 2 per one. I mean, we might not be able to get everybody, but
Yeah, Jackie, you said you had 60 or Star? Who said that?
Jackie.
Jackie
Not
has 60.
me.
Okay.
Jackie has 60 brawl.
Yeah.
I'll assist.
I will as well.
Yeah, I'll be ready. Like I'll tie as soon as you.
Well, Jackie,
they can phone them.
you're gonna do the roll, but with 1 bonus die. So
How
you're
do
gonna
I
roll.
roll?
You're gonna roll with advantage. Yeah.
So you roll a D100 and a D10 together normally. For this, you'll roll 2 of the D100s and take the better one.
I see. Okay, so I rolled an 11
Okay, that's good.
under my 60.
So you're able to stop. You're definitely able to stop one, and you start tying him up. But as you're doing this, Jackie, you can discern that with the rate that you're tying this guy up, 3 or 4 of them are already going down.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
there's no way you'll
Well-
be able to tie up everybody. But
We'll get
You'll-
as many as we can.
you definitely got this one down. But 4 have already passed you.
Let's get another
Can we
one.
run up and catch the guide at least and get
Yeah.
them?
Cheng Li.
Let's get Chen Li next.
Okay.
Who's
roll,
assisting me?
roll that event.
We all are.
Yeah.
We
Roll
all
that
are.
advantage again.
All right. And I rolled a 16 on that one.
Okay, you got Cheng Li, so you tied him down, but now another 4 have passed.
Okay. Let's keep grabbing as many as we can until they're all either past us or tied up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can at least save some of them.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, that one got away.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh dear.
Go for
so
both over.
another 5 have passed.
Okay.
Okay, got that one with a 22.
All
Okay.
right. So that would be 3 people that we've tied up then.
Yes, you got 3, but the rest have gone through that corridor.
Before we
Is that
chase
it?
them, let's bind these guys' ears so they can't hear anymore. Maybe it'll wear off while we're going.
That's a really
Yeah.
good idea.
And maybe
Well, how far
I
are
don't
we
know,
from
maybe
the
they'd be
cave
safe in the
entrance?
vehicles, but
You guys talked over. I couldn't understand either of you.
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was wondering how far we are from the cave entrance and if we drug these bodies out and bound their ears, if that could be helpful in any way.
I was basically saying the same thing, but so,
Well, we don't want to keep them outside. There was some creature or someone who removed the organs of the horses outside.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm not
Yes.
sure any place is safe. I was thinking maybe the vehicles, but I don't know. So,
But with the heat of the sun, maybe just by the entrance of this cave.
Let's just leave them where they are. Don't forget, we still may have a chance to save some of those other people.
That's true.
yes,
Let-
if we hurry, you're right, Doctor.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys go down that corridor.
yes.
It's a little narrow. It's hard to navigate. But what's the marching order?
How about we keep it the same?
Okay,
Let's
so
keep it
That's not good.
John, Jackie,
Star.
Star, and
Melissa's last.
Okay. All right.
Toxic masculinity endangering the
All right. So again, as you're going through here, you start to see. Actually, yeah, you all see this. When you're going through here, you see etchings on the wall. They look like cave paintings. They're like a lot of things are happening, but if you want to like really look at it, you're gonna have to stop and examine it.
Can I use my archaeology to see if I recognize the symbols in any way?
So, yes, but if you try to study it, you will be losing time.
Do you guys care if I stop and look, or do you want to hurry and try to catch these guys?
I think
Because if we understand what we're getting into,
Dr. Lucas is feeling the urgency of stopping these people who seem to be under some sort of brainwash effect. Whether we succeed or fail at that, we can always come back and read these markings.
okay. I will take your lead then.
Okay, so you ignore the markings and continue down further. There's all these like glowing like rocks are all over the place, and you're in that same vibration you were feeling over there. Now it's hitting you even harder. It's like you can almost feel your heartbeat all over your body as you get closer to this opening. And when you get to the opening, I have a little thing here. Sure.
Of course you do.
Okay, so as you slip past the last boulder, you see before you a large chamber sculpted in the rock. The wall, floor, and 20-foot ceiling are polished smooth. A long ramp running the length of the floor leads down another 10 feet into the floor. At the bottom of the ramp stands a huge onyx slab that looks to be about 10 feet wide and 30 feet tall. And that's that little illustration at the top of the picture.
So in that illustration, it looks like that slab might be a door.
Yes.
Right.
And when you get here, you don't see any of the potters. And you do see but the door does not look like it's open. The slab is still up against the wall, but none of them are here.
Interesting.
Looking around on the ground and everything, does it look like this has been recently moved?
Give me a spot check.
So I got a 16, which is, it's good. It's not a hard, but it's under my 25.
All right. So you don't really see what you're looking for, but you do see like an impression on the floor that's right next to to that onyx slab.
There's a what on the floor?
Like an impression on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Your little present in the mail the next couple of days.
Whew. What was that?
Stray click on another window. Sorry.
Man, I got spooked.
Jumped out of my skin, dude.
Yeah.
The voices calling the porters. Woo!
Some other Twitch stream came up.
So you see that impression next to the slab. Star, do you do anything?
What does the impression look like?
You're gonna have to get closer if you want to
Okay, so I'm
examine.
gonna get a little bit closer to it. And you want me to do another roll? I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna lean down. I'm gonna have my bag ready if I need to like use any of my tools to examine it even further.
Okay. So you touch the floor, right?
Yep, I'm gonna kneel. I'm not touching the impression itself, but I'm gonna kneel down next to the impression.
Okay.
And get closer to it.
As soon as you touch the floor, you feel that vibration All of a sudden, everybody in this room, you start to levitate off the floor. All gravity has left the room, and you start floating.
Oh shit! I believe in things now.
And
What the hell is going on?
and you see
Break
these
the laws of
lines
the
appear on the
natural
floor.
world.
You see these lines appear on the floor. All these lines of blue all go up to the obelisk and hit it in the center, and it starts vibrating and emitting this large light. And
We should have read the symbols.
it fills the whole room, and then all of a sudden you guys see this big light, and then nothingness.
And nothingness.
And we're
Is
still
that where we're
floating
ending for the
here.
night? The big light?
No, I got one more thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Got me
So-
worried there for a second.
your senses return to you after being blinded by this white light, and remember how you put those things in your ears? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the humming, like this effect. Give me a POW check, actually. Give me a POW check.
Everyone?
Yeah, POW check. Yeah, yeah.
I rolled a 65, which is below 70.
Okay.
46. That's a success.
Okay.
Oh,
Everyone else?
Can I use luck on this roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to use 1 luck to get a regular success.
Okay. All right. All right.
yeah,
so
I failed,
okay, you failed.
and I rolled a 94 over 70.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
So-
have 24 luck?
I think so, but that'll be
A lot of it.
a big spin.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but you have the option.
Yeah.
I mean, why not, really? I'll go ahead and do it.
All right. So make sure to spend it. Okay, so you guys, so you're not deafened. That's good. But your stomachs flip as your meals almost eject from your bodies.
Ugh, and I know exactly what's happening internally.
Gravity does not exist here, and you find yourself drifting in a space of white abyss. You feel pressure in your ears, and you desperately wish that they would pop clear, but they won't. So you know when you're up in the plane and you feel like that pressure, it's
Yeah.
not going
Yes.
away. You seem to be floating between a pair of walls that continue to infinity in every direction. Each wall looks to be a honeycomb of a hexagonal portal, at which portal seems to have a membrane stretched across them. By your, well, there's like 4 on the side and 1 towards the end.
Okay.
The gap between the so right away when you guys appear in this place, everyone do a sanity check.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
OMG. I rolled a 000.
That's 100.
Nice. That's an ultimate failure.
Oh, wow.
I've also failed. Not
And
ultimately,
this is
though.
a sanity.
This is sanity, yes.
I definitely
This would be
I
a
got a
reasonable
72, so I failed as well.
God,
I
where were
rolled a
those 1s and
54.
5s?
Under 70.
So you succeeded.
All right, so Jackie
Only
succeeded.
Jackie
Succeeded on
succeeds.
sanity.
Okay.
So Jackie takes 5 sanity damage, but everyone else
Good.
takes
Oh.
9 sanity damage.
Oh Jesus.
boy.
Okay.
And Melissa gets an extra 2, so she takes a total of 10 sanity damage.
That's 11. 9 plus
Sorry,
2.
11. And
Sorry.
So 59.
so everyone that lost 5 are going to be going through a bout of madness right now. So
Well, because you took 9, so we
Yeah.
all are going to be going through about
So-
a bit.
so-
This is
So-
impossible.
so as this is happening, you guys are You don't understand how you're in this space. You don't understand why you're floating. And everyone that has gone temporarily insane sees the rest of these the portals. Sorry, the men that went in here, and they're all floating around you. But as soon as they look at you, it looks like their eyes have been dug out, and some of them, their ears have been ripped off.
Where we are going, we don't need eyes.
And they're just all floating all over the place. And there's some of them are like phasing in and out of existence. Some of them look like it's just their heads, and they're all looking at you with these weird smiles as they're floating around.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Oh my God, what's happening to us? What's happening to us?
So
Who's seeing? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what sanity number was it? Was it 5 or 9? I didn't.
you got 5, Jackie. You got
But
5.
No.
does that
4.
mean that Jackie also experiences the madness?
Yes, she does.
Everyone then.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just
everyone, yeah.
couldn't hear the different.
Sorry.
That's
so
fine.
so Jackie,
cool.
right away,
Same.
you get a fear of open spaces.
Yeah.
John gets a fear of outer space.
Mm.
Melissa gets a fear of being lost. And Jackie, Star. Wow. So very rarely this happens when someone goes insane. They might get insane insight. So instead of you going completely bonkers right now, Star, all of a sudden, everything seems clear. You feel like you understand what's going on for some reason.
I think I know what's going on, you guys.
Like, so
While we're screaming.
yeah, everyone else is screaming and doesn't know what's happening, but you all of a sudden you get like a vision of Norris and his team going into this white space, and you see them walking down into this space, and it looks like they're running away from something, and you see them run about 100 yards forward, and they rip open this membrane like that's in the wall, and it carves down, and the wall opens up and they go through the wall. And then as soon as that vision ends, you see towards the end that there's these red like scarf looking rags hanging off the wall where this membrane is, and it looks to be like an exit. But you're gonna have to help your friends if you want to get to the exit.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab Jackie's hand. It's okay. I know how to get out of here. You have to come with me, Jackie. Just listen to me. I know. Come with me, Jackie.
Okay, so Jackie, which fear did I say you had? You got
Open spaces.
open spaces.
So I'm gonna be like covering my eyes.
Yes.
I bet I'm thinking. Just because
I
it
can
looks
get
like
us
an
out of
open
here, you
space,
guys.
right?
Yeah. So this whole space is open. So right now you're just scared. So maybe staying where Star is making you feel better, but you won't be able to let go of her. Now you're just like on the hip, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to get out of here, you guys. Everyone, listen to
Okay.
me. Listen to me. I know how to get out of here.
All right, as long as we don't go to space. That would be terrifying.
Don't leave me here. Don't leave me here. I'm so
No.
lost. What if I get lost? What if we get lost?
So I'm going to drag Jackie over to Melissa and grab her hand.
So
Don't let go. Don't let go. I'm going to get
I'm not
lost.
going to. I'm going to turn to John and say, John,
What?
follow us. We're not going to space.
All right, if you're sure.
So-
I'm sure.
but
We're not
by the
going
way,
to space.
as you're doing this, Star, you're not really walking in this space. You're doing like a swimming. It's like you're
We're
swimming
swimming,
in space.
floating?
Yeah,
Yes.
swimming. Yeah. So you're swimming towards.
Probably need at
each of your
least one
crewmates.
hand. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Well,
it's
or
not
I'll
it's
follow
not
my-
completely like water, but you're making it happen.
okay.
So you
And-
pull everyone towards that membrane.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the way out. I think this is the way out. I saw something.
What if we're lost? What if we get lost? We're so lost.
We won't get lost. I saw something. I know the way.
Just don't take me to another open space. I can't handle it. Take me back to my shop. It's nice and closed in.
There must be a rational explanation for this. What is happening?
Let's get safe first, and then we can rationalize. I say very rationally.
Just follow me. Follow me.
Where's my smokes? I need a
Alright.
smoke.
All right, so as soon as you get to that membrane star, you see there's like a big slit in the middle, and you kind of put your hand. I assume you put your hand on it, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna reach out to it.
So it feels like you're like putting your hand into like a living creature almost. Like it's
Ugh.
it's almost like it feels like it's sucking you in almost as you're putting your hand deep in the middle, and you see it start to open up like this, and it's very hard to explain what you guys see through this like portal, but it's like a bunch of colors all mixed together, weird symbols, all this stuff, and you guys all get pulled in because I assume you're holding each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
So you guys get pulled in, and again you hit with that white light again, and it feels like for a moment you're all falling, like terminal velocity kind of falling, like whoa, and then all of a sudden you guys hit like solid floor, and you stop, and all of it right away everyone froze up, blah, like on the floor, all you guys, and
Ugh.
Well, sometimes that's helpful to rid the body of toxins.
and you find yourself surrounded by what looks to be jungle. And then, Steve, play the sound.
Okay, hold on. This is going to be tricky.
I'll put the sound in here too, in case you guys want to listen to it.
I am going to try and make it go.
Is it playing?
It is.
We don't hear it though.
It's all right. I didn't set that up properly, I guess.
All right. If you guys click on the Discord, you guys can hear it inside.
I'm on the Discord, but I
Yeah.
can't.
I don't hear anything in the Discord channel.
No,
either.
he sent you the file.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
It's in the Cthulhu channel. So click that and
Oh.
listen to it real quick.
Okay.
It's just a little laughing and breathing and monster sounds. That one sounds like a giant Ewok.
Yeah.
It's like whales.
And as you're hearing this sound,
Oh God. All right. I will
Oh
be
Lord,
seeing
help!
that.
What's going on? Oh Jesus!
Huh.
What's going on? What is going on?
I'm patting my pockets and I'm looking for my cigarettes.
Mm.
I'm getting
That
them
was
out
a
and getting
spoiler?
coke.
There's zero information in that sound.
just wait.
That is so
All right, I finished it on this end. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Still listening.
And after you guys finish hearing that sound, you see around this jungle a huge dinosaur fly by. And you guys have entered the Lost World. And we will see you next week.
What
for
the?
That's where it went.
What the?
What the?
Beep,
Oh.
beep.
I also put a map of the Lost World in the chat
Oh,
so you guys can see it
I don't
real
see
quick.
it, actually. Oh, there it is. All
you are
right.
now in the Lost World.
Dinosaurs,
Wow.
Alan, I love
Yeah.
you. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So,
Holy moly.
welcome back next week for the continuation. And we'll see if these guys can find their way out of the Lost World.
Outstanding. Well
Play
done,
your Jurassic
Alan.
Park music at your house.
Next game will be on Friday. That'll be our normal in-person game, except Sarah and Yuri are going to be out of town, and of course Matt is still absent long term. So it's going to be Alan and Max alone as players in an Archonia one-shot set in a different time period than our usual game. I will introduce it more thoroughly at that time. But like Alan said, we'll be back for part 2 of this next Monday. So thanks for watching,